I don't know what just happened to me. So if you don't have cake that you want to use, you can make your tart crust from scratch. You can do the dough. You can do crackers. You need one of these high tart dishes because you want it to pop out really simple like that. For the edges, you can't flip it over, especially when you're doing fruit on top. So you can do crackers. You can make it out of Ritz crackers. I've done it. You can use Cheerio cereal. You could use any cereal you like. If it's not sweet, you can add sweet to it. Whatever you want, you can use for the base of your tart. So I'm taking these slices, and I'm just going to crumble this. We're making apple tart. And so here's what I realized. I mean, I've known, but I just realized a lot of these restaurants that you love, they order their desserts from outside, and the bakers that are making them make it really simple for themselves. They buy jars of jam, and it's already the perfect texture and consistency. They buy jars of jam. You want to crumble these as I'm talking, and then they add that for their tart or pie filling. I wanted to make an apple one. I love apple. My kids love apple pie, and this is a twist on apple pie. Think of it that way. It's just a little faster, quicker, probably a little bit less filling, healthier. So I went, there is no apple jam. I went all around town looking for it. I couldn't find any. So here's what I'm going to do. I like to add the crusty part to it too. The ends of my cake, right? So add these crumbles. Crumb these up, and then you're going to add half a cup of butter. If you have more, it's okay. Trader Joe's has an apple jam. No, they do not. I was there yesterday. I really was. But don't you worry. This is going to be better than jam, baby. I am here for you guys. I am here. I am here for you guys. We are crumbling this puppy up really well. Then I'm going to add a pinch of pink salt. I stopped buying kosher salt. The whole house is upside down. They're just like, what do you mean our salt is pink now? I used to put pink Himalayan on top of things, but now the whole house is pink. A good pinch of salt. Now go easy with your pink Himalayan salt because it's really potent. Half a cup of butter melted. Good European butter. I always say that. Pour it all over. This is so easy. You guys are going to love me. You're going to love me. You are going to love me even more than you already love me. I'm going to love me. Holy moly, this is super. Gracias, señora. You can mix it up with your spoon. You can use your fingers. Muy rápido. There's raisins in there. I'm telling you, you're going to love me. Aura's standing here taking notes. Ahora quiere preparo para la familia, para niñas. ¿Qué es grandbabies? Nietas. Para nietas. Yeah, baby. She does. Believe it or not, she does. And then she'll come and tell me, I did this happened. What did I do? Or I did this. Oh, muy rico. Yeah? Okay. So, by the way, happy Friday. Mix it up really well. I'm going to go in there with my fingers. I really have to, even though it's brand new manicure. Okay, I'm going to add cinnamon because why the hell not? Add anything you like to it. You want to add nutmeg. You want to add apple pie spice. You want to add pumpkin pie spice. You want to add cardamom. Oh my God, be still my heart. Okay, right now, I think I could just eat this, just like that. Thank you. I'm such a kook. You know, I had a late night. There was drinking, there was partying, there was cake, there was chocolate cake. There was steak. Oh, there's just a lot of food. So señora, yo quiero otro por favor. Otro café. Yo quiere, ¿qué más? Mantequilla. Yeah. I like when Ara's ahead of me. She's already in the freezer pulling out a butter. So I'm just having regular old coffee. Okay, now here's what's going to happen, people. Super simple. The oven is on, as you know it would be. I think every day my oven is always on. Every day, daily. We turn it on. And you know what it does? It motivates me to get in there and bake something or stick something in there. I have a long weekend of cooking and baking. It's the celebrations for Darius's birthday will continue today. It's also my niece's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday to her. And we're going to celebrate tonight again. Family time. And then, look, I'm just taking the bigger pieces. There's not really bigger pieces. You don't even have to worry about that. And I'm tapping it and pushing it against the edge, right? And I added a little bit at a time. Don't go crazy. You don't need to be, gracias. Oh, thank you. Nice hot cup of Folgers. Is the Folgers or Nescafe? Nescafe, whatever. No sé qué. No sé. We don't know the name. It's okay. We don't care. Just tap it down. You want it to be really firm. Nescafe. Aha. Okay. I think I'm going to use the entire thing. Don't be so concerned with the measurements. You're going to bring it up, though. You do want to bring it up. I want this to be the edge. Oh, Mamma Mia. I have to get in there with my hand. I just do. Because when I get in there with my fingers, todo ahora. Este no lavo. No, see, you can't see. Ara loves to, the minute I put something down, the minute I put it down, she takes it and washes it, puts it away. And then I go, where did my plate go? So I tell her, please wait, because I don't want you to double wash things, right? She's just quick. Look at her. Look at her. She's washing right now. She's washing in that corner. And now I have two phones. So one phone is live and one phone is dinging me. Okay, push it to the edge. Here we go. Así ahora, yeah? And it doesn't have to be perfect. Homemade, rustic. I keep telling you guys, you see restaurants are even making everything look farm to table, meaning just rustic, homemade. Don't stress it out. Oh, push it down. Ooh, this is so good. This is going to go in the oven. And then we have, ¿cuántas manzanas, Ara? 6. We cut up 6 apples, any apples your heart desires. We cut them up, and then I asked Ara to use our apple slicer, the one that goes, whoosh. We did that, right? I'm going to shove this down just like so. Really nicely get it all packed in there. And this is going to go in the oven just like that. See? Just like that. I'm going to get this in the oven. Señora, por favor, pone entrada de oven. Así, no de abajo, porque el fuera. If you put your hand under it, the whole thing will just pop out. Okay, so that goes in the oven for about 15, 20 minutes. 350, por favor. 350. Yeah? And bien. Y let me wash my hand, and I take you guys to the other end, and we're gonna make the apple. Yeah. Let's go to para mí the computer. Aquí. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna go here. Here we are. Wow. Gracias. Okay, so now we have our apples. Thank you, Ara. Perfecto. Oh my goodness. My goodness. This is real. What can I tell you guys? And all right. Okay, so we have these 6 sliced apples that I'm gonna cook just gently, and I poured some. I poured some fresh lime over it just so it doesn't brown. And what I was trying to tell you guys is that we used our apple slicer. Y señora, 3 huevos. 3. De abajo enfrente. Quiero darme de 3 chiquititos. Okay, so we use the apple slicer. We slice them, we peeled them, we sliced them, and then we took those slices and we made them thinner. It's just much quicker that way. Okay, so here's my slices. And what I'm gonna do is this tart, if you envision, it's gonna look like a flower. I think I have a post on my Instagram from before, but that was a different tart. But the design is pretty much going to be the same. So I'm going to lightly cook these, and then I'm going to start from the edge, outer edge, and work my way in. That's why I want to cook them just slightly, just slightly. We're going to give them a little saute with butter, a little bit of brown sugar. But before I do that, here's what's going to happen. We're going to take some. Actually, I'm going to do this first. Oh, perfecto. Thank you. Somebody's here. Yeah. We're going to put some butter. Perfect. And I always keep my butters in the freezer till I need them. So we're going to put, that's 2 tablespoons of butter in there. Y sugar, café, por favor. A little bit of mi café y mi canela. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna I'm moving this around. It's frozen. It'll highlight these. We're live on YouTube also, and I'm chugging along for you guys to, muchas gracias. Brown sugar. That's 2 tablespoons, firmly packed. That's what that is. I'm not going to put too much. I don't want to add too much sugar. Gracias, gracias. Y mi naranja chiquito. Perfecto. Thank you. Right?
¿Este lo lavo?
Yeah, este lado. Yo dice no así.
Y este sí también.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my brown sugar and butter. Okay, so 3 tablespoons of butter. This is just going to coat. Quiero darme de teléfono, no sé quién. Oh, the dogs are ready. Sorry, guys. The dogs are being bathed there. They went for a long walk today with me. So they're getting a nice bath. All right. This is done, right? I'm going to add my apples to it. And then always kind of keep an eye on your heat. You don't want to burn it. I'm just going to literally saute these just slightly, and probably in 2 batches is what I'm going to do. Just 2 batches. I just want this to, imagine blanching, right? When you toss your vegetables in hot water, just for them to kind of go, that's all. That's all I want to happen right now. Yes, it's 1 o'clock. I have plenty of time. This is going to make the entire world happy. This is just going to make everything so good. That's happening. And as that's happening, I'm going to add 1 cup of milk. This is all happening at the same time. About 1 cup of milk in there. Yes. Thank you. There. And I turned it down and it became nice and cool. I don't want to overcook these apples. And how you check is by literally handling them. It still needs to be softer. It needs to be more bendy. So like I told you guys last night, there was so much food. I think I did 12,000 steps so far today, and I'm going to fast all day to dinner because this is going to be a crazy day of eating, and this weekend is going to continue. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. I tell you guys because you asked me and I want to be honest. I do eat everything. So tonight will be a lot of food, but today I need to pace myself. And believe it or not, when I go crazy eating, I don't feel that great. So I do have to pace myself just so I can maintain and be able to breathe. And I can't sleep at night, by the way, when I overeat. So that's the other thing I'm going to have to deal with tonight. I did last night. Right? This is going to go in a bowl. And I knew I was going to wash that bowl. I knew she's going to wash it, and she did, and she really didn't need to, but bless her that she did. I'm all about recycling. And now I try to just scoop this out and keep the butter so I can reuse it. I don't want my tart to get soggy, so I'm keeping it, the liquid, which is the butter, which is probably... not probably, but most definitely some of the apple, the juice rendered from the apple. Here we go. Get the apple in there. The second batch, this is real-time cooking. There's no editing happening here, people. If you want to watch this later on the YouTube, you can just skim through it. But sometimes what I do is I actually, while I'm doing one thing, I'm talking about the other thing. So now we have the 1 cup of milk in there. I'm gonna bring this here so everybody can see and I can reach it. I'm gonna turn this on my milk. I'm gonna put it really low because I wanna get the egg in there. I have 3 little eggs, so kind of like 2 large eggs. This is going to be our base, our custard. You don't have to put eggs in there if you don't want to. You can just use, if you want, applesauce, which is what I'm going to add to this. I'm going to make my own custard out of eggs, obviously. We're going to whisk that in, pop those babies. I'm going to get some, and I want to try and not, you just kind of whisk this in, add a pinch of salt. I'm going to try and get this to thicken without adding flour. A pinch of salt, the egg is mixed. We're going to add some butter to that and some vanilla. Bring my thingamajiggies. Check out mine. Ooh, that looks so good. Okay, here we go. We're doing 25 things at the same time. We're going to add some vanilla to my custard. right? We add a pinch of salt, and you know that I always add lemon or lime to my baking. The apple has it. I drizzled it over. I don't want it to be too lemony, but I'm going to add some to that. And this is going to be the base for our tart. And here we go. I always have applesauce for baking, for cooking. So I think I'm going to add 3 of these. We're going to do this as we go along. And it's just puree apple. I'm going to make my own apple jam and try and not add any additional sugar to that. I'll give this a little toss. And look, all that liquid is absorbed or evaporated. It'll give us some more in a second. The apples. Get all that out. Yum! This is going to be so good. I love when I come up with this thing, with my own concoction, and it turns out amazing. It really excites me. I mean, it wakes my soul up. I just kind of go, thank God. I envisioned something and it happened. So I put 2 of those in there. That's about less than a cup. It really is less than a cup. And it's thicker now the apple's in there, right? And I'm just going to cook it down. I'm going to let this thicken. I'm going to avoid as much as I can adding flour to that. I don't know why. It's not like we're making flourless. Our tart has cake in it. I just figure let's try. I might actually just add cornstarch to this. I just might do that. I do want to taste it. Ooh, that's good. That is super good. So maybe we're going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar to this just to balance it out. And then, yes, I think I will go ahead. Oh my, this is perfect. This is done. This apple is done. Look how this is working out. The timing is perfect. I'm going to turn this off and we're just going to let it hang here. I will bring my cornstarch. I will add a touch of butter to that. All right, lovies, I'm here. Here's my cornstarch. Now, the thing with cornstarch or flour is you want to add it with liquid. So I'm going to get some water. And I'm using my plastic applesauce. And we're going to add some cornstarch to that. 1 heaping tablespoon. So it's equal parts, right? 2 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons. That's what that is. Blend this up really well. Get it diluted. Oh, that's perfect. Done. There it goes. I say when you're in the kitchen, it needs to agree with your lifestyle. I will add 1 tablespoon of that and just let it do its thing. We want this to become a custard of sorts. It has eggs, it has milk, it has the starch. Now, all I need to add to this is once this thickens is our butter. And I'm gonna add butter to this. That'll add some silky texture to it. And it will also help with the thickening, believe it or not. I've told you guys that. A lot of times you guys question why I add butter, why butter to sauces. I'm not doing it to add fat. More so, I'm doing it for it to act as a thickening agent, okay? It's the dairy in there does that. The fat, the dairy, it's not so much for, well, and in addition to all of that, it's for flavor too. So I'm gonna bring my tart out. Leave the oven on. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, oh God. This looks so good. It smells so good. I'm just gonna leave it right here on the stove, on my burner for it to cool off. It doesn't have to cool off, but I don't want to kill it in the oven. So that's done. And then we're just gonna thicken our custard, give it more heat, and tell this baby to start bubbling. Come on, mama. And I don't want to add any more apple to that. I'm just going to let it kind of get warm and thicker. It smells so good. It really just smells like apple pie. So this is my funky version of apple tart pie. Easy, easy, schmeezy, breezy, tart shell. There's the shell. Everybody can see. YouTube can see everything. And Instagram can see everything. We are cooking away. So when you're making a custard though, guys, you have to constantly be whisking it, okay? I can see it thickening as I'm whisking. I see it kind of like ribboning. So that's important. You cannot walk away from this. And I really need to grab a knife because I'm going to add butter to that. And I know that the butter is frozen, so I want a sharp knife. I take it out of the freezer. Ooh, hubby's calling. Hi, love. I'm on live. I need to call you back. You need me? Okay. That's funny. Real life. This is a whole other meaning. Look how thick that got. That's already way thicker. Now it's going to be grainy because we have the apples in there. That's perfect. I'm going to turn the temperature lower. It's still not the consistency I want it to be, but the eggs are cooked. The cornstarch is doing its magic. Look at that. Look how much thicker that got. You see? You see that? That's it. Oh my God, I made applesauce custard. Now, where's it? Get the butter. It's frozen. So, I'm going to turn it off because this is still super hot. I put half a tablespoon of butter in there. I'm definitely going to add another half. I love when I do this and then I take it to someone's house and they watched me make it and then they go, oh, I saw what you put in there. I just want to tell those people, and you know who you are, my sister's one of them. What do you think you're eating when you're ordering or buying from outside? You do not think that there's butter or sugar in the food that you're buying? At least when I'm making it or when you're making it at home, this is going to get only 2 tablespoons of butter, by the way. That's not much. When you're eating or buying outside, who knows if it's the best quality butter or sugar? Who knows? Organic apples. Nobody. It's probably cost efficient fat. I'm not going to call it lard. I don't want to call everyone, but it's supposed to be cost efficient. That's how they make money. So I encourage you to, if you can, look at that. That's beautiful. Make it at home, people. And you know, oh my God, it smells so good. I don't know what to do. I can't taste it because I'm fasting, but I have to taste it. Look at the consistency. Do you guys see how thick that is? It's not falling off the spoon. Not just like that. Just like that. I have to taste it. Oh my God, it's so good. Holy moly, it's so good. It is so light in sugar. It's so light in sugar, but guess what? When you top these apples, look how soft those are, how pliable they are. When you top, and I don't want them to be too thin. When you top these apples all around it, this is the perfect amount of sugar. I ate a piece of apple. I just broke my fast, people. That's okay. But guess what? I'm not gonna give into it. I'm gonna continue with my fast. Now we're gonna assemble. Super, super simple. Ready? Bring the tart close by. La, 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 la. Okay. I'm going to pour. I told you it's really low in sugar, so if you want it sweeter, go for it. This is really light. Oh my God, this is so good. Oh, my oven shut off. Thank God, it was so loud. Get this all the way around. This is it. This is super simple. I told you guys. It's only been 30 minutes of us doing this. Maybe a little bit more, huh? Just a little bit more, just to even it out. I want it to be even, Steven, everywhere. You can make this. Now, remember, if you do not want to do the custard, you could just fill it up with jam, your favorite jam, in the bottom, and then set your fruit on top. Okay, rules are made to be broken, people. Step outside of that box. Do not limit yourself. Don't put fear. Do whatever makes you happy. Here we go. We're going to start from out, and it doesn't matter which size goes where. I'm just going to stick them one in front of the other, okay, and the other one behind. So what does that mean? If I have the edges, one is this way, the other one is this way in front, and then the next one will go behind, okay? Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. No one's guiding. I'm looking at YouTube and I'm looking at you guys, but I love you. Thank you for your support and kindness and love. It is always appreciated here. If you turn on YouTube, you can see me at this end. Okay, here we go. There we go. There was a little inside. That's going there. And this is going to be, the entire thing is going to close up and become a gorgeous flower. And just close this up. That was the first row. You guys see? Okay. Then just work your way all the way around. And everything is warm. It doesn't matter. You're going to put this right in the oven. You see that? It's okay, guys. Focus on the cooking. Focus on what's happening. Focus on food therapy, kitchen therapy. That's what we're doing. We're not here to clap back at each other. We are here to have a good time. Now, some of the slices are smaller, thinner, obviously. It's okay, just don't get distracted. Focus and keep going. Look at that we just cooked. So kind of bring this here. I don't want to block the YouTube. Take a bunch of slices, and then the texture and the thickness, what comes in your hand will be easier to, and you can just work from one end to the other, or you can double layer. This will take the longest, I think. And don't toss these little pieces, guys. These will come in handy, I promise you. Okay? Seriously, look how gorgeous this is. If you come across a piece that's not as pliable, not as bendy, now the key is to intermix the parts where there are the one lines like this, the next one will come and block that. So you have hills and mountains and dips and different focal points. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but if you kind of keep your pattern and interchanging your pattern from above, when you look, it looks like a rose petal. It's gorgeous. So try and do that. And if you have spots that you missed, just go back and fill them up. There's no wrong way. You just do that and they'll all fill up. I cannot wait till this is complete and I can show you guys from above what it looks like. It's gorgeous. It really is super simple. It's just take your time and let the magic happen. Don't rush it. This is also a great recipe to do day ahead. Okay. If you layer them, what I'm talking about is if this is the way that is, right? The next one, the next row should be behind it. So it looks like that. The next, if these two are like this, the one that comes in front of it should close that gap. So hard to show you because I don't like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It should look like that. See how there are 3 different pieces? You can also pick them up like that and just put them in. Ooh. Pick 3 pieces and put it. It is beautiful. I don't know. This today was completely on a whim. I just went, why don't we do it this way? But this is how they make these tarts look like a flower from above. And then imagine you cut into it and it's like this beautiful tart pie. A lot of people get scared of making apple pie because of the dough and how you're going. Look at mine is getting oval, so I need to close this up. I was focusing on the side, on the high and low of it, that I need to close this up. So I'm going to do it this way. But what was I saying was, a lot of people don't want to make pie. They go buy it because they don't want to deal with the dough. I actually have a dough sitting right here. You guys can't see it. I'm going to use that for something else tomorrow. I think I'm going to make a brie, baked brie with my pie. My simple dough. Remember my simple dough that I made pizza the other night? I still haven't posted that pizza. That pizza was so good, by the way. Super simple. Okay, this floret, look at that, is coming to an end. And so now that I'm getting closer, I'm keeping the thinner pieces of the apple because they're more bendy for the inside. And that's what you want to do. I'm going to go crazy with this, by the way, with this tart. I'm going to make it this season. I'm going to make this into, this one's a little this one's a little firm. All I'm gonna do is, look, I'm gonna go here and stick it on the side here. Why not? Just get that there. Ooh. We're gonna pack this up with so much apple. Look at that petal. These are clearly the petals, right? That's what they're working as. I've done this for many years. I have one of my beginning posts was another firm one that I'm going to just stick back here. Here we go. There. It's so forgiving. And then if you've missed the core, just peel it off. Nobody wants to chew on that inner core of the apple. You'll feel it. That's the other thing with working with your hands. You feel these things. You're like, you know if it's soft and if it's going to be pliable, bendy enough. If you have gloves on, I don't think it'll work just as well. Look at that. It's still warm, but guys, look at that. Do you see that? I'm looking at the YouTube camera. It's hot, but there it is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. My finger's burning. Okay, I'm going to take a really thin one, and it's short. Remember I said, hello, lovies. Remember I said we're going to keep those baby thin ones and short ones, and you're going to twirl it around just like that. Make a little itty bitty twirl and stick it right in the center. Oh my God, that's so pretty. We're going to do yet another one. We're going to twirl this around and put it around the one that I just put in. There's my rosette. Oh my gosh, this is stunning. I cannot even wait. Look at that. Look at that. Perfection. Gorgeous. I think it's stunning. It is stunning. It needs nothing. Maybe add a couple of these itty bitty pieces. Just add them in there. I don't want to see any holes, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Really, this is done. Oh my, this is just, I can't, I'm looking in from heaven above, and I can tell you that it is like a showstopper is what this is. This is a showstopper. This is, you pull it out of the oven and you're gonna go, oh my God. Voila. Let me rinse my hand now because it is sticky. Now remember I said it's not too sweet, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm going to bake this, right? I'm going to, there it is. There it is. Absolutely perfection. And when I say look from above, and if you see a little hole right there, you can add a piece of apple to it. This is what I'm talking about. See that little spot right there? You can add a piece of apple to that. Just kind of look all around, take another piece, and just go in there and fill it. There. Oh my gosh, that simple. That simple. And look from every angle. I see another slither here. Kind of move around and make sure you don't have any, no. Beautiful. There. Okay, this is gonna go in the oven. Bake for about 30 minutes. Voila, 30 minutes. So smells so good. Now, before I serve it. I'm going to serve this tonight. Before I serve it, what I'm going to do is drizzle some honey over it. You could do honey, you can do maple syrup, you can do molasses, brown sugar. You could do nothing. You could drizzle some caramel on top. Oh my God, maybe I'll do caramel. And then put it in the oven just to warm it. Or you can do that now. I feel like this is going to be warm, and then serve it with a scoop of ice cream or a big dollop of heavy cream, homemade heavy cream, heavy whipped cream, and enjoy. I also, by the way, have this much extra apples left over. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but these are going to be good to go for something. I have extra apples. There you have it, guys. This is done. And I will post a finished product picture later. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I motivated you, encouraged you to get in the kitchen and just kind of whip something up from scratch. It doesn't have to be the way I do it. You can come up with your own recipe. You can put your own twist on it, do it with your own fruit. You could do this with strawberries. Of course, it would take a little longer because, you know, the petals as petals. You can leave the little strawberries whole and just place them on top. Sky's the limit. Do your thing. These are red copper. Let me finish YouTube. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. About 30 minutes, 350. Keep an eye on it. And if you have not subscribed, please do so and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I go live or when I do post new recipes. And Instagrammers, if you're not on YouTube, make sure you follow me. That way you'll see what recipes are on YouTube and you don't have to ask me. Bye, lovies. Thank you for joining. All right, let's say bye to my YouTube buddies.